An extraordinary atmosphere for an extraordinary lineup of men. It's pretty even at the moment. Kashane trying to find a way through. Can the Jamaican do it? Oh, it's so close.
Noah Lyles just turned a dominant victory into an even bigger statement at the new Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. After smoking the competition in the 60-meter dash, the Olympic champion had a surprise for everyone, and especially for NFL star Tyreek Hill. Turning his race bib around to reveal the words, "Tyreek Could Never," Lyles made it clear that this wasn't just another race win. It was a direct challenge to the football player who's been talking about racing him. The stage was set for something special in Boston, with one of the strongest 60-meter fields ever assembled. Olympic champions Lyles and Marcell Jacobs were set to face off, marking the first time two Olympic 100-meter gold medalists had raced each other since Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin in 2017. The tension was building from the semifinals, where Jacobs nearly missed the final before getting a lucky break when another athlete got injured.
Oh yeah. I've been, this is our third year in a row bringing in the walk-ins, so I'm very proud to see that it didn't die in the first year, and I'm glad to see more and more people doing it.
When the final race began, Lyles showed everyone why he's called the world's fastest man. By the 30-meter mark, he was already pulling away from the field. His winning time of 6.52 seconds might not have been his fastest ever, but the way he won, dominating from start to finish, sent a clear message. Terrence Jones from the Bahamas took second place, while Jacobs, the former Olympic champion, had to settle for fourth. But it was what happened after the race that got everyone talking. Lyles' message to Hill wasn't subtle. When you're ready actually to put some words down and you're actually ready to race, see me, he told NBC Sports. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. But all I know is, your football season's over. You ain't got no excuse now. Hill's response came quickly on social media with a simple, "Get a load of this guy," adding fuel to a rivalry that's been building since the Paris Olympics. The numbers tell an interesting story about this potential matchup. Hill's best time in the 100 meters is 10.19 seconds, run back in 2012. Meanwhile, Lyles just won Olympic gold with a blazing 9.79 seconds. In the 60 meters, Hill ran 6.70 seconds at a Masters meet in 2023, while Lyles has a personal best of 6.43. These times suggest that any race between them might not be as close as Hill's supporters think. This victory meant even more because of who Lyles beat. Marcell Jacobs isn't just any competitor. He's the 2020 Olympic champion and holds a personal best of 6.41 seconds in the 60 meters. Former indoor world champion Trayvon Bromell was also in the mix. Beating this level of competition shows that Lyles isn't just talking. He's backing up his words with performances. The timing of this challenge is perfect. With the NFL season over, Hill can't use football commitments as an excuse not to race. Lyles knows this, and by calling him out now, he's putting the pressure on Hill to either step up or stop talking. It's a clever move that shows Lyles understands not just racing, but also how to build excitement and interest in track and field. Looking ahead, Lyles says this was probably his last indoor meet of the season. He's focusing on the World Outdoor Championships in Tokyo this September, where he'll try to add more gold medals to his collection. But his message to Hill, and to everyone else, is clear. I'm trying to transcend the sport, and my first job is to make sure everybody knows that even though I won the medal, I go everywhere, and I'm going to win because I'm the world's fastest man.
Cleanly, it is a fast start from Trayvon Bromell and from Terrence Jones. Noah Lyles driving hard here in the middle. It is going to be a win for Noah Lyles. Outside 6:50 this year, but an important win for Noah Lyles.
But wait, there is more. The possibility of a Lyles-Hill race has captured everyone's imagination, even beyond the track and field world. NFL fans are backing Hill's incredible speed that they've seen on the football field, while track fans point to Lyles' proven championship performances. The debate has taken over social media, with fans arguing about whether NFL speed can match Olympic-level sprinting. What makes this potential matchup so interesting is the contrast in their athletic backgrounds. Lyles has spent his entire career perfecting the art of sprinting, every step, every movement designed for pure speed. Hill, nicknamed Cheetah in the NFL, uses his speed differently, cutting and changing direction on the football field. While Hill's 6.70 seconds in the 60 meters is impressive for a football player, it's still nearly 0.3 of a second slower than Lyles' best. Lyles' Boston performance showed he's getting even better. His start, once considered his weakness, looked explosive. By choosing this moment to call out Hill right after dominating other Olympic-level sprinters, Lyles is showing supreme confidence. He's not just talking about racing Hill, he's proving why he should be the heavy favorite in any potential matchup. The track and field community has mixed feelings about this potential race. Some worry it could turn the sport into a circus, while others see it as a brilliant way to bring new attention to track and field. Grant Holloway, who also won at the Boston meet, supported Lyles' challenge, saying it could bring new fans to the sport. Even Marcell Jacobs, who finished behind Lyles, admitted the potential matchup would be great for athletics. Looking at the technical aspects, any race between Lyles and Hill would likely be over 60 meters. Hill's football training might give him a chance in a shorter race where his explosive NFL-style start could help. But Lyles' Boston performance, where he dominated the second half of the 60 meters, suggests even this shorter distance would favor the track specialist. The timing could work out perfectly. With Hill's NFL season over and Lyles planning to focus on outdoor competition, a match race could happen in the spring. Both athletes have huge social media followings, and a head-to-head race could draw massive attention. Some promoters are already talking about making it a pay-per-view event, similar to exhibition boxing matches. But for Lyles, this isn't just about one race against a football player. He's trying to become bigger than just track and field, following in the footsteps of Usain Bolt. His personality, confidence, and willingness to engage in these kinds of challenges make him the kind of star the sport needs. Whether the Hill race happens or not, Lyles is proving he knows how to keep people talking about track and field. As the outdoor season approaches, Lyles has positioned himself perfectly. If Hill accepts the challenge, Lyles gets a high-profile matchup that could boost his fame even further. If Hill declines, Lyles can say he backed up his talk while his challenger backed down. Either way, his dominant Boston performance and bold challenge have people eagerly waiting to see what he'll do next. Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more updates.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of about time that we got our opportunity to share our stories and have the biggest moment ever watched.
The 2025 indoor track season just gave us one of its most exciting moments at the new Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. Everyone was waiting to see what would happen when two Olympic champions, Noah Lyles and Marcell Jacobs, faced off in the 60-meter sprint. Lyles came in as the current Olympic 100-meter champion, while Jacobs was still remembered for his stunning Tokyo Olympics victory. The crowd at Boston was buzzing with excitement, knowing they were about to watch something special. Before the race even started, people couldn't stop talking about who would come out on top. The drama started early in the semi-finals, and it was almost like watching a movie. Jacobs, who many expected to cruise through, barely made it to the finals with a disappointing time of 6.69 seconds. This was shocking for someone who used to dominate indoor sprints. Meanwhile, Lyles looked completely in control, winning his semi-final heat with a powerful 6.55 seconds. Just when everyone thought Jacobs wouldn't make it to the final, fate stepped in. Another athlete's injury opened up a spot, and Jacobs got his second chance. When the final race began, the stadium was electric with anticipation. 8 of the world's fastest men lined up, but all eyes were on lanes 4 and 5, where Lyles and Jacobs stood ready. As soon as the gun went off, Lyles showed why he's considered the world's fastest man right now. By the halfway point of the race, he was already pulling away from everyone else. His form looked perfect, his speed was incredible, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. The finish wasn't even close. Lyles crossed the line in an impressive 6.52 seconds, leaving everyone else fighting for second place.
They're away cleanly. It is a fast start from Trayvon Bromell and from Terence Jones. Noah Lyles driving hard here in the middle. It is going to be a win for Noah Lyles. Outside 6:50 this year, but an important win for Noah Lyles. He looks very pleased with that. He didn't get the perfect start. I've got to say his start was better last year.
He's got the job done there, Noah Lyles. He was, as you said,
Terence Jones from the Bahamas managed to grab second with 6.57 seconds, while PJ Austin took third in 6.60 seconds. Jacobs, the former indoor world champion, had to settle for 4th place with a time of 6.63 seconds. Even former world indoor champion Trayvon Bromell couldn't keep up, finishing 5th. After the race, Lyles showed why he's not just a great athlete, but also a star. "I'm trying to transcend my sport," he said, making it clear that winning Olympic gold wasn't enough. He wants to win everywhere he goes because he's the world's fastest man. This wasn't just trash talk, he backed it up with his performance. His victory sent a clear message to everyone in track and field. 2025 is going to be Noah Lyles' year.
Oh yeah, I've been, this is our 3rd year in a row bringing in the walk-ins, so I'm very proud to see that it didn't die in the first year, and I'm glad to see more and more people doing it.
For Jacobs, this race showed how much work he has ahead of him. Just a few years ago, he was the one everyone was chasing after his Tokyo Olympics triumph. Now he's struggling to keep up with the new generation of sprinters. His 4th place finish isn't just a loss. It's a sign that the sprinting world has moved on, and he'll need to find something special to get back to the top. This race means even more when you think about what's coming up this year. With major championships on the horizon, Lyles has shown he's ready to defend his titles. His time of 6.52 seconds isn't just fast. It's a warning to every other sprinter out there. He's not just winning race, he's dominating them and doing it with style. But wait, there is more. For track and field fans, this race revealed something important about where sprinting is heading in 2025. Lyles isn't just winning, he's changing how people think about sprinting. His ability to dominate both indoor and outdoor events shows he's become a complete sprinter. Most athletes are either better indoors or outdoors, but Lyles seems unstoppable in both. This versatility makes him especially dangerous as the season moves forward. The technical side of Lyles' victory is worth looking at closely. His start, which used to be his weak point, has improved dramatically. He's now getting out of the blocks faster and stronger than ever before. By the 30-meter mark of the 60-meter race, he was already pulling away from the field. This is particularly impressive because the 60 meters is usually where specialists in short sprints have an advantage. Lyles proved he can beat anyone, even at their own game. What makes this win even more impressive is that it was only Lyles' 2nd race of 25. Athletes usually need several races to reach their peak form, but Lyles is already running times that most sprinters would be happy with at the end of their season. His time of 6.52 seconds wasn't just fast enough to win, it was the kind of performance that makes other athletes wonder if they can catch up at all. The impact on Jacobs can't be ignored. After dominating the indoor circuit in previous years, including winning the world indoor title, he now faces serious questions about his future. His time of 6.63 seconds would be good for most sprinters, but for someone who once ran 6.41 seconds, it shows how far he's fallen from his peak. The indoor season has just started, but Jacobs already has a lot of work to do if he wants to challenge for major titles this year. Looking at the rest of the field shows how deep sprinting talent has become. Terrence Jones, the NCAA record holder, proved he belongs with the elite by finishing 2nd. PJ Austin's 3rd-place finish shows there's a new generation of sprinters ready to challenge the established stars. Even Trayvon Bromell, a former world indoor champion, found himself watching the backs of younger athletes. The atmosphere in the Boston Stadium showed how much this race meant to everyone. Every time Lyles runs now, people expect something special, and he delivered. The crowd was on their feet for the final 20 meters, watching him pull away from world-class sprinters like they were standing still. This wasn't just a race, it was a statement about who's in charge of men's sprinting right now. For the rest of 2025, other sprinters will have to figure out how to deal with this new, improved version of Noah Lyles. He's not just fast, he's confident, consistent, and seems to be getting better with every race. His goal of transcending the sport doesn't seem like just talk anymore. He's backing it up with performances that are hard to ignore. Noah Lyles' victory in Boston cements him as the undisputed king of sprinting. It's not just about speed, it's about dominance, consistency, and clutch performances. As the season continues, one thing is clear: he's the man to beat. Can anyone challenge Noah Lyles? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more updates.
You can admire someone and you can respect someone in the track and field in any sport. But if you start letting them become your idol, then it becomes a point of you're going to put them on this pedestal that you won't be able to break.
Something big is about to go down at the 2025 Boston Indoor Grand Prix. The men's 60-meter sprint has become more than just another indoor race. It's turned into a preview of the entire sprint season. After Noah Lyles' recent season opener of 6.62 seconds, all eyes are on how this story will unfold in Boston, where he's made history 2 years running.
Put Usain Bolt on, this is an amazing guy, he broke the world record, yes he did all that stuff, but it's not impossible to break that record because he had to break somebody else's record.
Let's look back at how this rivalry has built up over recent years. In 2023, Lyles and Bromell gave us a race to remember in Boston. Lyles came out on top with a personal best of 6.51 seconds, showing the world his start was catching up to his famous top-end speed. This victory wasn't just about the numbers. It launched Lyles into an incredible outdoor season where he claimed both the 100 meters and 200 meters world titles in Budapest, running impressive times of 9.83 and 19.52 seconds. The Boston race had become his springboard to greatness.
Bromell got a better start than Lyles, that's for sure. On the inside, Kemp got away well as well. But as we see Noah Lyles start to come through, that's very close. Bromell got away better. Noah Lyles coming through with momentum. He has got it. 6:51, a new lifetime best for Noah Lyles. 0.04 of a second off it. And once again, Noah Lyles backs it up with the numbers.
The 2024 edition raised the stakes even higher. Lyles returned to Boston and shocked everyone with a massive improvement, running 6.44 seconds. This time, he didn't just beat Bromell. He took down a field that included Johan Blake, Ronnie Baker, and Fred Kerley. Once again, the Boston performance set the tone for his year, leading to that unforgettable Olympic 100-meter final where he claimed gold. In one of the closest finishes in history, the pattern was clear: dominate in Boston, dominate the season. Now, the 2025 Boston Indoor Grand Prix is bringing together perhaps the most impressive 60-meter field ever assembled. Olympic champion Marcell Jacobs brings his 6.41 second personal best from Italy. NCAA record holder Terrence Jones represents the Bahamas with his remarkable consistency under 6.50 seconds. British record holder Zarrell Hughes adds European flair to the mix. And at the center of it all, we have the next chapter in the Lyles-Bromell saga.
Jonathan Farina. Now really quick away is Blake in the blue. He's light on his feet, and here comes Zarrell Hughes. Zarrell Hughes like a rocket.
Bromell's comeback story adds another layer of drama to this showdown. After battling injuries and setbacks that would have ended many careers, he recently proved he's back in top form. His 6.42 second run at a small meet in Clemson tied him for 6th fastest all time. This wasn't just a fast time, it was a statement that the former world indoor champion isn't done rewriting history. Every time Bromell steps on the track, he brings the potential to break records.
They're safely away. Bracey got a good start. Lamont Jacobs trying to get into his running. Christian Coleman's up at the moment. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Is it the Olympic champion from the world champion?
Marcell Jacobs remains the fastest man in the field on paper. His 6.41 second personal best from the 2022 World Indoor Championships, where he edged out Christian Coleman, shows his ability to perform under pressure. Even after dealing with injuries in recent seasons, Jacobs proved his worth in the Paris Olympic final, running 9.85 seconds while splitting 6.44 through 60 meters. His presence in Boston adds international star power to an already stellar field. The wild card in this race is Terrence Jones. Standing well over 6 feet tall, he's breaking the mold for what's possible in the short sprints. Most elite 60-meter runners are compact and explosive, but Jones brings a unique combination of height and acceleration. His collegiate record of 6.45 seconds wasn't a one-off performance. He's consistently run under 6.50 seconds, winning multiple NCAA titles. His ability to compete with and beat the world's best, despite his unusual height, makes him a fascinating addition to this field.
Bromell got a better start than Lyles, that's for sure. On the inside, Kemp got away well as well. But as we see Noah Lyles start to come through, that's very close. Bromell got away.
The technical aspects of the Boston track add another interesting element to this competition. Unlike some of the fastest times in history that were set at altitude, in places like Albuquerque, Boston sits at sea level. This means any exceptional performances here can't be attributed to thin air helping the sprinters. The indoor environment eliminates wind assistance, making times directly comparable to other indoor performances throughout history. Noah Lyles' progression in the 60 meters tells an interesting story of improvement, currently ranked 9th all-time indoors. His journey from a primarily 200-meter specialist to a complete sprinter has been remarkable. His start, once considered his weakness, has become increasingly powerful. While his season opener of 6.62 seconds might not seem extraordinary, it mirrors his pattern from 2024 when he opened with 6.63 before shocking everyone with 6.44 in Boston. The historical context makes this upcoming race even more significant. Christian Coleman's world record of 6.34 seconds and Maurice Green's 6.39 stand as the ultimate targets. When we look at the top 10 list of all-time indoor performances, we see names like Andre Kaysen, Ronnie Baker, and now both Lyles and Bromell. The difference between these times often comes down to hundredths of seconds, making every technical aspect of the race crucial. Looking at fan predictions adds another interesting angle to this story. Recent polls show support split between the main contenders, with many backing Bromell's comeback potential. Others see Jacobs as the favorite based on his championship pedigree, while Lyles' recent dominance has earned him a strong following. The variety of opinions shows just how open and competitive this field really is. What makes this Boston Showdown particularly intriguing is its potential to predict the outdoor season. Over the past 2 years, success in Boston has translated directly to championship victories for Lyles. If this pattern holds, the winner in Boston might be giving us a preview of who will dominate the 100 meters throughout 2025. The quality of the field suggests we'll see something special. The current world-leading time for 2025 stands at 6.50 seconds, set by J.C. Stevenson in Texas. Given the caliber of athletes competing in Boston, it seems almost certain this mark will fall. The question isn't whether we'll see a world-leading time, but rather how fast it will be and who will claim it. For Lyles, this race represents another chance to prove his completeness as a sprinter. For Bromell, it's an opportunity to show his comeback is complete. For Jacobs, it's a chance to reassert his championship credentials. For Jones, it's a platform to show that collegiate success can translate to professional dominance. Every athlete brings their own narrative to this race, making it more than just another indoor meet. As race day gets closer, the excitement is growing. The Boston Indoor Grand Prix isn't just another race, it's a big test for the season ahead. Will Noah Lyles stay on top? Will Trayvon Bromell make a big comeback? Or will a new sprint star rise? One thing is for sure, the 2025 race will be one to remember. Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to this channel for more updates.